Hello and welcome back to another exciting episode of the Bible in 1 Year with the Preacher's Husband. Today we're going through Psalm 108, 109, and 110. Tomorrow we're doing 1 Chronicles chapter 23, 24, and 25. So let's get to digging. So here we are at Psalm 108. The CSB titles this one A Plea for Victory. The King James titles this Assurance of God's Victory Over Enemies. This is a psalm of David, and it's also a song. Now, this psalm is a combination of Psalm 57, verses 7 through 11. Here it is verses 1 through 5. And also Psalm 60, verse 5 through 12. Here it is verse 6 through 13. What stuck out to me in this psalm was verses 12 and 13 themselves. Verse 12 and 13 is almost a prayer, and that's what I'll put on the screen. Give us aid against the foe, for human help is worthless. With God we will perform valiantly. He will trample our foes. You know, that's just another one of those things. Look to God for what you need. Pray to God to help you out and the things that you need His help with. Quit trying to be so self-sufficient all the time. Sometimes you're not going to be able to do it all on your own. Human help is worthless in certain situations. The only person that can help you get through certain things is God. We're going to move on to Psalm 109. The title in the CSB is Prayer Against an Enemy. This is a psalm of David as well. The title in the King James is Plea for Judgment of False Accusers. What stuck out to me here, well, this entire psalm here is called an imprecatory psalm. Imprecatory. And the psalmist here pronounced curses in relation to the covenant. This plays a significant role in certain psalms, especially in Psalm 7, 35, 69, 22, and 83. Found that to be pretty interesting. Verse 5 stuck out to me a lot. They repay me evil for good and hatred for my love. Have you ever had anybody that did that? No matter what good you did, people just ended up stomping on you anyway, stabbing you in the back. No matter what you did to try to appease them, to do good things for them, they just stabbed you in the back. Repaid your good deeds for evil ones. And hatred for those people that you show love to over and over and over again, but then they just only show hatred back and lack of appreciation for what you've done. Well, that's kind of what Jesus did too, wasn't it? That's how they treated Jesus. Everything that He did in love, people trampled on that. Let's move on to 110. Psalm 110. All right, the priestly king. Really, a priestly king? That's an odd thing. That's the title in the CSB. The title in the King James is Announcement of the Messiah's Reign. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Let's just get to the basics here. Verses 1 through 7 in this psalm is a royal psalm with messianic implications here that culminate in the person of Jesus Christ. As a psalm of messianic promise, the poem is the most frequently cited psalm in the New Testament. Can you believe that? This is the most frequently cited psalm in the New Testament. It's cited in Acts chapter 2, 1 Corinthians, Ephesians chapter 1, Colossians chapter 3, Hebrews chapter 1, chapter 7, also 1 Peter chapter 3. Now, although the psalm seems to address the Davidic dynasty, the ideal is never realized in real life except through the Messiah himself, Jesus Christ. Now, right off the bat, the first verse stuck out to me. This is the declaration of the Lord to my Lord. Sit at my right hand until I make your enemies your footstool. So, the right hand here denotes a place of strength and honor and privilege. The king, as God's co-regent, derives his authority from God. The expression, make your enemies your footstool, conveys the idea of being victorious and forcing submission. Now, let me ask you this question. Who sits at the right hand of God the Father Almighty? From thence he shall come to judge the quick and the dead. That is a question. Now, verse 3 stuck out to me as well. Your people will volunteer on your day of battle. This verse here is often characterized as the most obscure in the entire book of Psalms. The first line is literally, your people will be free will offerings in the day of your strength. Some interpreters translate it in holy splendor to on the holy mountain, referring to Zion. And from the womb of the dawn denotes the young men's eagerness to do battle for the Lord as soon as the day breaks. Verse 4 here as well kind of stood out. The Lord has sworn an oath and will not take it back. You are a priest forever, according to the pattern of Melchizedek. You're a priest forever. Eternal priest. To me, that seems like it's referring more to Jesus than it is David. The reference to Melchizedek derives from Genesis chapter 14, verses 17 through 24. The concept of a priestly kingship seems unusual, and it does to me. It seems pretty unusual. Yet there were kings that served as priests on special occasions or in exceptional circumstances. God promised an eternal dynasty to David. Jesus Christ, as a descendant of David and as the Son of God, fulfills the dual roles of king and priest forever. So that's all I got today. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, click the like button and the subscribe button. And of course, click the little jingle bell so you can get notified the next time I upload a video, which will be tomorrow. So we will see you then for another episode of the Bible in 1 Year with the Preacher's Husband. Peace out.